Hey everyone!
Today I'm going to show you how to add some vinyl trim to your bag tags so that you can add something a little bit different to your projects. For this you will need a scrap of vinyl, your usual tag, rotary cutter, and a ruler. So let's get going. I have the video that shows you how to sew in your label, but something you can do to add a little bit extra is sew your label in 2 layers, one with a piece of solid or patterned vinyl, and then the other layer being your tag. So what you want to do is grab a scrap of vinyl in your print or color of choice that is at least 1/4 of an inch wider and taller than your tag that you will be using, but preferably 3/8 to 1/2 an inch wider, and then you can trim it down to the size that you want. So I have this piece here. I'm going to take some double-sided tape. I'm just going to tape it on to my patterned vinyl. If your scrap is big enough, then it doesn't necessarily matter if it's straight on your vinyl piece. If you have a smaller piece, then you're going to want to line up your edges. This is just a randomly cut scrap, so I'm just going to place it with about 3/8 of an inch from either edge. Then I'm going to sew around the tag as normal to attach the tag to this vinyl piece. Starting in one of the corners, I'm just going to sew around my tag without back stitching, straight down one side, the same way as in the previous tag video. Reposition your needle if it's not hitting quite where you would like it to. Meet back up with where we started and just pull those tails through. Then we can tie those off. Once you've got the tag sewn onto your contrasting piece of vinyl, we're going to trim around it, just leaving a little frame of the contrasting material there. You can trim it to whatever size you like. I'm going to use 3/16 of an inch. I'm just trimming around all 4 sides. Once that's done and you have your tag with the trim around the outside, you would just go ahead and sew that on to your bag the way you would have if you had not added that trim. So take some double-sided tape and just place it on the back of your tag. Because this tag is a little bit bigger than my usual size tag, I'm going to do 2 pieces. And then the same way as I demonstrated in the previous video, I'm just going to choose a point in the center and stick that tag down. Using my ruler to line that up, centering my tag, and then I will sew around the tag again, this time sewing it to the lining of my bag. Following the same steps as when we sewed the tag to the contrasting vinyl, we are going to sew around the tag, attaching it to the lining. Reposition your needle if you need to so that it meets up right at that corner, and then finish up where you started. Pull it off, take long tails, tie another knot, and then trim your threads. And that is how you can add some vinyl trim to your tag so that you get a bit of interest when you are sewing in your tag and it can coordinate with other parts of your bag. Hope that helps. Thanks everyone.